Welcome to an episode that's about to rock your world. Today we're diving into 3 questions so powerful they have the potential to completely transform your life. These aren't just any questions, they are the keys to unlocking your true potential and creating a life plan that truly resonates with who you are. First up, we'll explore the question, how do I want to be remembered? This question isn't just about legacy, it's about defining the impact you want to have on the world and the people around you. We'll dig deep into what truly matters to you and how you can align your daily actions with your long-term vision. By the end of the segment, you'll have a clearer understanding of the principles that will guide your life. Next, we'll tackle the question, what matters most to you? In a world filled with distractions and competing priorities, this question helps you identify what truly deserves your time and energy. We'll discuss how to sift through the noise and focus on what brings you joy and fulfillment. You'll leave this part with a renewed sense of purpose and clarity about your core values. Finally, we'll dive into the question, how can I get from here to where I want to be? This is where we get practical. We'll create a roadmap that bridges the gap between your current reality and your ideal future. You'll learn how to break down your dreams into actionable steps, set realistic goals, and stay motivated along the way. By the end of this segment, you'll have a clear action plan that empowers you to take control of your journey. Let's dive into this first powerful question that has the potential to reshape your entire approach to life. How do I want to be remembered? It might seem a bit heavy at first, but I promise you, it's incredibly enlightening. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine you're at the end of your life. Looking back, what do you see? What kind of impact have you made? How have you touched the lives of others? This isn't about being famous or leaving behind material wealth. It's about the essence of who you are and the mark you've left on the world. Now, this isn't just about crafting a nice eulogy. It's about defining the principles you want to live by every single day. Think of it as creating a North Star for your actions and decisions. When you're clear about how you want to be remembered, it becomes easier to make choices that align with that vision. Let's get specific here. Instead of vague ideas like, I want to be remembered as a good person, try to pinpoint exact qualities or actions. I want to be remembered as someone who always stood up for what's right, even when it was difficult. I want to be known for my unwavering support and encouragement of other dreams. I want to be remembered as an innovator who made a significant contribution to environmental conservation. Consider the ripple effect of your actions. How do you want your influence to spread beyond your immediate circle? Maybe you want to be remembered as someone who inspired others to pursue their passions, or as a person who brought communities together. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Once you've identified how you want to be remembered, think about how this translates into your daily life. What small actions can you take each day that contribute to this legacy? Remember, it's the accumulation of these small actions that ultimately shapes how you'll be remembered. This isn't about being perfect. We all make mistakes and have our flaws. The question is about your overall impact and the values you consistently strive to embody. Think of your legacy as something you're actively creating right now, not something that only matters after you're gone. How can you start living your legacy today? Remember that your vision of how you want to be remembered might evolve over time, and that's okay. As you grow and change, your understanding of what's truly important may shift. The key is to regularly reflect on this question and adjust your actions accordingly. So take a moment now to write down 3 to 5 ways you'd like to be remembered. Be specific, be honest, and don't be afraid to dream big. This is your legacy we're talking about. Remember, this isn't about impressing others. It's about living a life that's true to your values and making the kind of impact that's meaningful to you. So be honest with yourself. What really matters to you when it comes to your legacy? By answering this question thoughtfully, you're taking the first step towards creating a life plan that's deeply aligned with your true self. You're setting the stage for a life of purpose, authenticity, and meaningful impact. Now let's dive into the next crucial question that can truly transform your day-to-day life. What matters most to you? It might seem simple at first glance, but I promise you, it's a game changer when it comes to creating a life plan that truly resonates with who you are. You know, we live in a world that's constantly telling us what should matter. Social media, advertisement, societal expectations, they all want our attention, trying to dictate our priorities. But here's the thing, not everything that shouts the loudest deserves your attention. This question helps you cut through all that noise and focus on what truly matters to you. Let's be honest, how many times have you felt overwhelmed by all the things you should be doing? You should work longer hours to get that promotion. You should spend more time with your family. You should exercise more, eat better, meditate, volunteer. The list goes on and on. But here's a liberating truth. You can't do it all, and trying to will only lead to burnout and frustration. Identifying what matters most to you is like creating a personal compass. It guides your decisions, helps you allocate your time and energy, and gives you a sense of purpose. When you're clear about your priorities, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't align with them and yes to things that do. So how do you figure out what truly matters most to you? Start by thinking about what brings you the most joy, fulfillment, and sense of purpose. What are the activities or aspects of your life that make you lose track of time? What are the things that, when you do them, make you feel most alive and authentic? Try the following exercise. Imagine you only had energy for 3 things in your life. What would they be? This might be challenging, but it's incredibly revealing. Maybe it's your relationships, your career, your health, your personal growth, or your contribution to society. Write these down. They're like your core priorities. Once you've identified what matters most, the next step is aligning your daily actions with these priorities. Look at how you currently spend your time and energy. Does it match up with what you've identified as most important? If not, what changes can you make? Remember, defining your priorities isn't just about what you say yes to. It's also about what you say no to. When you're clear about what matters most, it becomes easier to decline invitations or opportunities that don't align with your priorities, no matter how tempting they might seem. It's important to know that what matters most to you might change over time, and that's okay. As you grow and evolve, your priorities might shift. The key is to regularly check in with yourself and reassess. When you're clear about what matters most, you start living with more intention. Your choices become more deliberate, your time more focused, and your life more fulfilling. You're no longer just going through the motions of following someone else's script. You're actively creating a life that's true to you. And here's something beautiful. When you focus on what truly matters to you, it often has a positive ripple effect on other areas of your life. For example, if you prioritize your health, you might find that you have more energy for your relationships and work. So take some time to reflect on this question. What truly matters most to you? Write it down. Be specific, and don't worry about what you think should matter. This is about your authentic priorities. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. What matters most to you might be different from what matters most to someone else, and that's perfectly okay. The important thing is that you're being true to yourself. By answering this question honestly, you're taking a huge step towards creating a life plan that's deeply fulfilling and authentically yours. You're on your way to living a life that's truly aligned with your values and priorities. Now, we've talked about your legacy and your priorities. Now it's time to get practical and tackle this final crucial question. How can I get from here to where I want to be? This is where we roll up our sleeves and turn those dreams into reality. You know, this question is like a bridge between your current reality and your ideal future. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about taking concrete steps to create the life you envision. First things first, let's take an honest look at where you are now compared to where you want to be. What's the difference? Maybe you're in an entry-level job, but dream of being a company executive. Whatever it is, acknowledge the gap without judgment. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about understanding your starting point. Now here's where many people get stuck. They see this big gap and think, wow, that's overwhelming. But here's the secret. You don't have to bridge that gap in one giant leap. Instead, we're going to break it down into small, manageable steps. Have you heard of the concept of 1% improvements? It's a game changer. The idea is that if you improve by just 1% each day, those small improvements compound into significant changes. So let's apply this to your journey. Ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today that will move me closer to my goal? Maybe it's spending 10 minutes learning a new skill, or making one healthy food choice, or having one meaningful conversation with a loved one. These small actions might not seem like much in the moment, but they add up over time. Now let's get specific. We're going to create an action plan with clear, achievable steps. And here's how. First, set clear goals. What exactly do you want to achieve? Be specific, and make sure these goals align with your priorities and desired legacy. Next, identify the necessary skills. What skills do you need to develop to reach your goals? List them out. Then define your action steps. For each skill or goal, what specific actions can you take? Break these down into small, manageable tasks. Then you create a timeline. When do you want to achieve each step? Set realistic deadlines for yourself. Then identify resources. What resources? Time, money, support do you need to accomplish these steps? How can you acquire them? Then you have to plan for obstacles. What challenges will you face? How can you prepare for them? Remember, getting from here to there isn't just about big actions. It's about consistent habits. What daily habits can you develop that will support your journey? Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to work on a personal project, or setting aside time each week for learning and growth. Here's something crucial that many people forget. Celebrate your progress along the way. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Acknowledge it. Use it as a motivation to keep going. This journey is as much about the person you become along the way as it is about reaching the destination. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs, doesn't it? That's why it's important to stay flexible. Your path from here to there might not be a straight line, and that's okay. Be prepared to adjust your plan as you go. Stay committed to your end goal. Be open to different ways of getting there. Consider finding an accountability partner or joining a support group. Having someone to share your journey with can make a huge difference. They can offer encouragement, provide feedback, and help you stay on track. The journey from here to there is also about personal growth. Embrace learning opportunities along the way. Read books, take courses, seek mentors. The more you grow as a person, the more capable you become of achieving your goals. Take time regularly to visualize yourself achieving your goals. How does it feel? What does it look like? This visualization can be a powerful motivator and can help you stay focused on your end goal. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Just focus on that next small step you can take. By answering this question and creating your action plan, you're not just dreaming about a better future, you are actively creating it. You are taking control of your journey and steering your life in the direction you want it to go. Remember, progress is more important than perfection. Keep moving forward, keep learning, and keep growing. What an incredible journey we've had today. If this episode was valuable to you and you want to continue transforming your life, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And don't forget to visit my website at www.optilifemax.com. There you'll discover my blueprint, your roadmap to living life on your terms, faster and more effectively than I've ever did. The blueprint is a clear, actionable plan that helps you identify what truly matters to you and breaks down your goals into manageable steps. You can download my blueprint for free right now. And next week, we'll dive into another exciting topic, designing your legacy. We'll explore how to create a lasting impact that reflects who you are and what you stand for. Imagine having a clear, powerful statement that encapsulates the essence of who you are and the impact you want to have on the world. That's exactly what we'll be exploring with legacy statements. These aren't just words on paper. Legacy statements are like your personal North Star, guiding every decision you make and every action you take. They're the distillation of your values, your passions, and your vision for the future. We'll delve into how to craft a legacy statement that resonates deeply with your true self. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. It could be the key to unlocking a life of greater meaning, fulfillment, and impact than you ever thought possible. Get ready to design a legacy that will outlive you and inspire generations to come. I can't wait to embark on this transformative journey with you next week.